Hi, welcome to our long form lesson, and it's part 3 of the long form. So let's do the first 2 sections and then we'll work on. Now, the first lesson is Raised Tiger Return to the Mountain, which you already know, but anyway, it's a nice way to begin. So let's get started, and we'll do the whole first 2 sections and then we'll start on our third section. Okay, so heels together, and let's find that nice sense of alignment in the body. Head connected up, chin tucked in, shoulders, face, torso relaxed. We'll sink in the right, step out nice and wide, sink in the left, and bring the right foot round on the heel. Relax. Allow the arms to float up and float down. And then we turn left and turn on the heel of the right to make the ball. So we step forward and left into ward off left, turn on the ball of the right, and step forward and right into ward off right. I'm just going to move a little bit here. Yield with the left, yield with the right, ward off and press. Yield with the left, yield with the right, push and push forward. And then we have a little turn right. Bring the right foot round on the heel, make the hook, send out the hook, step out with the left, and keep the weight on the right foot as we sink down. Pick up the right. Shoulder stroke. White crane spreads wings. Brush left knee. And push. Play guitar. Brush left knee and push again. So we sit back, turning on the heel of the left. Step with the right for brush right knee and push. Sit back, turning on the heel of the right. Lovely ward off with the left hand. Brush left knee and push again. Play guitar. And brush left knee and push. And then we sit back, turning on the heel of the left. I'm just going to adjust here. Step with the right, sink into the right foot. Step out with the left and sink forward, punch. And then we turn left. The right palm turns up. Turn right, around the left foot. Turn back to the center as we come around the right foot. Push with the left. Push into the front foot with the right. And then send the right hand out, weight in the left. Pull into the right foot as the left hand reaches out. Yield with your left. Crossing hands with the right as we step back. And then staying in the left foot, we sink the left hand down to the dantian and back up. And step around with the right for Embrace Tiger Return to the Mountain. And now we're going to do the same one later tonight. Ward off. Yield and yield. Ward off and press. Yield and yield. Push with the right. Push forward with the left. Turn the heel of the right. Make the hook and press the left hand across. And then we stay in the right foot as we turn on the ball of the left and step onto the heel, keeping the weight on the right. And then staying in the right, we pick up the left foot, step forward with the right and turn the body and the two hands sink down. Turn right and open up. Step forward with the left and punch. So we're going to step back for Repulse the Monkeys. Step with the left, push with the right, turn left. Step back on the right, push with the left, turn right. Step back with the left, push with the right, turn left. Step back on the ball of the right and push with the left, turn right. Step back on the ball of the left, push with the right, and then turn left, make the ball. Bring it into the right foot, sit back into the left and look over the shoulder, step around with the right for diagonal flying. Then we're going to stay in the right foot and turn the left foot out. Come around the left, pick up the right for lifting hands. shoulder stroke, white crane spreads wings, brush left knee and push, needles at sea bottom. Iron fan, sinking in the left, and then we turn on the heel of the left, sinking into the right, sink that fist to the dantian, step around to turn body and chop, pull the right fist to the hip, open the fist as we turn to the left for split, pick up the right foot, sink into the right as the fist comes to the hip, step out with the left and sink forward to punch, and then we turn left to flat fist and cut to the corner. Ward off left to the corner. Sit back, turning on the heel of the left. Step forward to the right and ward off right, and then yield and yield. Ward off and press. Yield with the left, yield with the right, push and push. Little turn right, and we pivot on the heel of the right foot. Make the hook at the throat, turn the waist, sink in the right, and we step out with the left, sink into the right as the left hand turns over. Turn back to the right, pick up the left foot, and we step up with the left and sink into it for waving hands. Step in with the right, sink in the right, step out with the left, sink, step together, sink, and step out. And I'll draw the hook up center line. Send out the hook, step out with the left, sink into the left for a high pat on horse. Step back on the border and left, cross hands, fan out, and we have a toe kick with the right. And then we turn left and step back on the ball of the right. Cross hands, fan out, and a toe kick with the left. Now we're going to spin on the heel of the right, sinking into it, and a heel kick with the left. Turn back to the center, brush left knee and push. Sit back, turning on the heel of the left. Step out with the right for brush right knee and push. Sit back, turning on the heel of the right. Step forward with the left and brush left knee and punch down. And sit back and turn on the heel of the left. Sink into it and bring the right hand up. Turn on the heel of the left, turn body and chop. Roll back and split. Pick up that right foot. Step with the left and punch with the right, and then we yield with the left, yield with the right, ward off with the left, cross hands with the right, fan out, and a toe kick straight ahead. Sinking in the left, the right foot comes down on the heel. Turn on the ball of the left and strike to the temple, into the left foot as we strike to the chest. Turn on the heel of the left, sink in the left, and strike with the right, and sink into the right foot as we strike with the left. Turn on the heel of the left to cross hands, fan out and toe kick to the corner. And then we pull the fists to the hip as we adjust that left foot to look straight down. And step to the corner with the right, striking 2 tiger's ears. Cross hands with the right hand outside, fan out, and we have a heel kick with the right. We spin around, and we have a heel kick with the left and then the right. Bring the right foot down on the heel, step out with the left and punch. Now we have withdraw again. Same as at the end of the first section, yield with the right, round with the left, push and push forward. And crossing hands, sending out the right hand, putting into the right foot as the left foot comes round, yielding around the right, yielding around the left, stepping out with the right. Now we stay in the left foot and the left hand sinks. So that's the end of the second section, okay? So we're in the left foot and we stay in the left foot as the left hand sinks to the dantian and comes back up into a double ward off at the throat. Bring the right foot in on the heel and look to the right corner, step onto the heel and start pulling your right hand to your hip as your left hand and foot come around. So we finish looking to the corner, the hip and the shoulders lined up with that right leg, shoulders parallel, and the left foot is looking straight down the room. So you're in a bow stance to the corner. So let's do that a few times. I do it facing both directions. So this is the start of the third section, which is amazing. So we're here, we're in the left foot, and we're going to sink into that left foot as the left hand sinks to the dantian and comes back up, double ward off at the heart, at the throat, sorry. Bring the right foot in by the ankle. Look to the corner, step onto the heel and pull, start pulling. There's a pull with the right as the left hand and foot come around. So embrace tiger, return to the mountain. Okay, so let's do that again. So we're here, right hand on the outside. Weight on the left foot and the left hand sinks to the dantian and back up. We bring the right foot in by the ankle. Step around onto the heel. Pull your right hand to your hip as your left hand comes round to push. So let's do it one more time facing this way, and then we'll do it facing the other way. So we're in the left foot, and as we're sinking, left hand sinks down to the dantian and floats back up to the throat. Feel where your left ankle is. Look around the corner so you can flex the foot and step onto the heel, and then start pulling yourself into that right foot as the left hand comes round and the left foot comes round on the heel. Okay, so let's do it facing this way now so you can see it from a different angle. So right hand on the outside, weight on the left, and we're going to sink the left hand down to the dantian and back up to the throat. Bring the right foot in by the ankle, step around onto the heel, and now start pulling your right palm to your hip as your left hand comes round to push. And notice your left foot is looking straight down the room, and the body is lined up with this right leg that's looking to the corner. So let's do that again. We're in the left foot. So we're going to sink the left hand to the dantian and back up, double ward off. Step around with the right, and feel here in the middle where you have a lovely open space here, and then we start pulling and pushing into that right foot. And make sure at the end that you line the hips and the shoulders up. And the left hand, the tiger's mouth is kind of in line with your throat. Let's do one more. So we're in the left. And we're going to sink the left hand down to the dantian, back up. Step around with the right and pull the right hand to the hip as the left hand comes round to push. Now, I've been debating all day in my head whether I'll do that whole third section now to show you where we're going. And I think I will. So I'll do it and I'll call it out. Now, you know a lot of the postures, so stick with me as best you can. And this is our fabulous journey we have ahead of us now for the next number of weeks. Who knows how long. Anyway, I'm going to go from this side and let's do it and enjoy it. So I'll call it out as loud as I can and stick with me. So you know this part. Step around with the right, pull and push. Now bring the right hand up into ward off. So this is the same, yield with the left, yield with the right, ward off and press. Yield with the left, yield with the right, push and push. And now we come around on the heel of the right, making the hook with the right hand, press across the body into the right foot, and then sink and step with the right foot to the corner. Now this time you sink in here, and we're going to transfer our weight in here, making a ball between the hands, and we're going to step with the right into diagonal flying, parting wild horses mane, mental block. Sit back into the left foot, turn in the heel of the right and make the ball. Step out with the left. Another one. Sit back, turn on the heel of the left. Step with the right, open up. Sit back and turn on the heel of the right. Step back with the left. Sit back. And the last one. So on the last one, we're going to turn on the heel of the right. Press the left hand down. Step forward and left into ward off left. Step forward and right into ward off right. And then we have our roll back sequence. yield with the left, yield with the right, push and push. And now we're going to turn on the heel of the right, send out the hook for Fair Ladies, for single whip, sorry, and then we're coming into Fair Ladies. So turning back on the heel of the left, roll the left hand up and push with the right. So turning on the heel of the left, sink in the left, step around with the right, roll up and push. We're going to put more detail in here, and step forward with the right, step with the left, there's a yield, roll up and push. We sink in the right and bring the left foot round on the heel, step around with the right, roll up and push. And now we turn back on the heel of the right, press it down into the left hand down to the dantian, step forward and left, ward off left, step forward and right, ward off right. And then again, yield and yield, ward off and press, yield and yield, and push, and single whip. So we're going to turn back into waving hands. Sink, step in, sink, step out. And we have our single whip squatting sequence. So we turn, step out with the left, extend your left hand forward, pull in, and we're going to sit down, turn out the left foot, and this time when the right foot comes up, we have a little kick with the right toe. Step back on the ball of the right, and we kick with the left toe. And now we're going to have our repulse monkeys again. Repulse, repulse monkey 2, repulse monkey 3, repulse monkey 4, and repulse monkey 5. So this part, you know, is while we make the ball, bring it round into diagonal flying. And we bring the right foot round on the heel, left foot round on the heel, pick up the right for lifting hands. But now instead of shoulder stroke, here we do a split. We step around with the right and hammer down into the left palm. And then we open up again into lifting hands, pull down, we split again, this is called a variation, and then we step with the right, and now we come into our white crane spread wings. Sink the right hand down. Step with the left, brush left knee and push. Needles at sea bottom. Iron fan. Turn body. And chop. Excuse me. Pick up the right foot. Step out with the left and punch. And now we have our flat fist and cut again into ward off left, ward off right, and our yielding sequence. Single whip. Now we repeat the waving hand sequence, stepping up with the left. Sink in the left, step in, sink into the right, step out, sink into the left, step together, sink into the right, step out and draw the hook up, bring up the hook and then press the left hand across the body. Yield and step out with the left into high pat, and then the left hand comes over the top to strike the snake sticks out tongue. We turn on the heel of the left and the ball of the right and sink down. Step out with the left to punch. Flat fist and cut to ward off left. Step forward with the right. Yield and yield. Ward off and press. Yield and yield. Push and push. And bring the right foot round on the heel. step out with the left, and our final squatting single pip. So we sink down, turn out the left, make a fist at the left shoulder, stepping forward and crossing the fist. Step back with the right, sweep with the left, slap, take the left foot out to the side. We spin around, sink, sweep lotus, strike and strike, hammer and split. And pick up that right foot, sinking, bringing the fist to the hip. Step out with the left and sink forward punch. And then we turn left, opening the fist. Round the left foot as we turn right. Round the right foot, push and push. And crossing hands. And sinking in the left, we turn the right foot out. Sinking in the right, we step together. Now, so I hope that didn't make things too, put you off. Excuse me, I need tissue. I hope that didn't actually put you off the third section. It's long, but you know a lot of the postures, so it will be good. Now, I don't think that we have time to do the full thing on the other side. So let's do the second section from the crossing hands to today's posture on part 3 from this side. So we have the right hand on the outside. We're going to sink in the left. Step around to the right. Here's our embrace tiger. And then bring the right hand up toward off. And then yield with the left. Yield with the right. Push and push. Yield with the left. Yield with the right. Push, and push. And now we're going to bring the right foot round on the heel. Press the left palm across the body. Sink in the right. We turn on the ball of the left. And then we step around. Strike to the temple. Sink in the left. Sink into the right. And step forward with the left. And repulse down, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here we make the ball and bring it with us into the right foot. Sink back into the left and step around for diagonal flying. And now staying in the right foot, we turn the left foot out for lifting hands. Shoulder stroke. And white crane spreads wings. Turning left, sink the right hand down. Step out with the left for brush left knee and push. Needles at sea bottom. Sink in the right. Step out with the left for iron fan. Turn body. And chop. And pull the right fist to the hip as the left hand comes round. Roll back into the back foot. And split. And then turn back. Pick up your right foot. Bring it down, look into the corner. Sink in the right. Turn left to release the back foot. Step out and punch. And then we turn left for a flat fist. Here's your cut into the back foot. Then pick up your left foot. Step to the corner. Ward off left. Sit back turning on the heel of the left as we make the ball. And step forward and right. Ward off right. And now our roll back sequence. Ward off and press. Yield and push forward. Keeping the right side steady, the left hand gets closer. You bring the right foot round on the heel. Turn the waist. Send out the hook. Step out with the left. Look at the palm and sink into the right as it turns over. Now we have waving hands. Step up with the left. Sink in the left. Step together. Sink into the right. Step out. Sink into the left. Step together. Sink into the right. Step out. Draw the hook up the center line. Step out with the right, single foot. High pat on horse. Step back on the ball of the left. Cross hands, fan out, toe kick with the right to the corner. Turn left. Step back on the right. Cross hands, fan out and toe kick with the left to the corner. And spin on the heel of the left, sink into the right and kick with the left heel to the corner. Turn back to the center. Brush left knee and push. Turn on the heel of the left. Brush right knee and push. Turn on the heel of the right. Brush left knee and punch down. So we're turning on the heel of the left. Sink the right fist to the dantian. Turn body and chop and pull the fist to the hip. Roll back into the back foot and split. Turn back and pick up the right foot. Sink into the right as the fist comes to the hip. Step out with the left and punch with the right. And then stay in the left foot as the right hand yields. Round the right foot as the left hand yields into ward off. Cross hands, right hand on the outside, fan out, and a toe kick straight ahead. Sink down into the right foot. Turn on the ball of the left, strike to the temple. Come round on the heel of the right as we strike to the chest. Sinking back into the right, return on the heel of the left. Sinking into the left, return on the ball of the right and step around onto the heel of the right to strike and strike. Staying in the right, we turn the left foot out to the corner. Sinking into the left, we cross hands, fan out, sweep the right foot round and a heel kick to the corner, toe kick to the corner, and we pull the left foot round as the fist comes to the hip and we strike the tiger's ears. Sink in the right and kick with the left heel to the corner, spin around, sink in the left and kick with the right heel to the corner. Step with the right, step out with the left and punch with the right. And now withdraw, round the left foot, round the right foot, push with the left hand, push forward with the right, send out the right hand, pull into your right foot as the left hand reaches and the foot reach round. Yield with the left, yield with the right, into crossing hands. And now we stay in the left as the left hand sinks to the dantian and back up to the throat, double ward off. Look around to the right and step onto the right heel and pull your right hand to your hip as your left hand and foot come round. Embrace the tiger. So, start of the new section. So let's just do that one more time. So we're in the left and we're sinking left hand to the dantian and back up, double ward off at your throat. Bring the right foot in by your side. Look around to the corner. Step onto the heel and pull your right hand to your hip as your left hand comes round to push. And then check. Your hip and your shoulders are all looking to the corner and the left foot is looking down the room. And you have a nice, at least shoulder width between the hips. I could go a bit more this way. Anyway, so let's take a moment to just feel that. Imagine we're starting the third section. Awesome. Fabulous. So well done for sticking with this. It is, difficult enough to learn, to take something like the long form on in a class. So to be doing this online, you are just amazing. So I'm sorry if I made a few little blips tonight. The brain wasn't catching up with the body as fast as usual. So I see you soon. Bye for now. Thanks for your company.